What is going on, everyone? Anthony here, and welcome to another edition of a Resident Evil Collection update and a special unboxing. We've waited for this for a little bit, and I was supposed to get one from Amazon, but since they decided to delay the package, I canceled it, found it at Best Buy, and I saved an extra couple dollars. I only spent like $53 on this thing, which isn't bad considering the discount and everything that I got on it. This is the Resident Evil 4K movie collection. And this is a collection that, we knew it was coming because the 4K home release era is upon us. And, for people that still care about physical discs like myself, even though these movies aren't the greatest thing in the world, it's still good to have them all on 4K. Because 1 through 4, or maybe 4, I think Afterlife, Retribution, and Final Chapter were all in 4K in the past, or even on 3D Blu-rays. But this is the first time we've gotten 1 through Extinction on 4K, and I'm actually curious to see how the first couple films look, considering they're actually shot, on film. So I'm really excited, but it's time for the knife. And we're going to see. Now, I've had a lot of, or I've read, I didn't have a lot, but I read a lot of complaints about how this thing was shipped to some people, how they got it. I've heard about loose, scratched discs from Amazon, fucked up packaging, pushed in corners, stuff like that. This thing looks good as far as like the outside. Here's the shrink wrap. There we go. Shrink wraps off. Look at that. Comes out just like that. The umbrella logo comes apart. And obviously we got our movies in there. But before I show you that, this is just the front piece here. It has all the movies on there. So basically, nice little gloss to this thing, and it's got the little umbrella logo on there. Pretty nice box and packaging, and that's kind of what I'm judging it off of. I mean, like as far as how the discs are, we're gonna get into that in a second, but this isn't bad. The other sets that they had just seemed to be like really cheap put together. This is more like a box set, which I appreciate the box set for sure. This thing is, and on the back it just says Umbrella Corporation. So Sony Pictures put this out, and we have the movies in here. So this is, okay, so obviously the covers for these are what they are. Actually, I don't mind the art that much. That looks pretty good to me. They're not loose. They actually look like they're in shape. Now you might be asking, are the Blu-rays any different? Well, yes, the Blu-rays are in 2K, so they are in 2K resolution. They did redo the Blu-rays, so these aren't the same Blu-rays that they slapped in here. These are 2 brand new discs, and the 4K Ultra disc is just like that. And that's to show you what that looks like. Now, I didn't see any of these transfers yet. Obviously, I just opened it, but we'll be watching through the set. I'll be watching through it as well. We got Apocalypse to cover next on the show as far as, live action in-depth reviews like we did for the first one. So we'll definitely be watching all the 4K sets from now on because they're 4K Ultra. So this is Resident Evil 1. And then we have Apocalypse. And there's your boy Matt on the front there. And there's your 4K disc. You can see that. Yeah. And then, so I actually really like these cases because the one thing, I really like the Extinction one too. I like the yellow on it. Kind of uses the same thing as Apocalypse, and it has the back on there. Then you open it up. Looks pretty nice. I fucking hate 4Ks that have like the slide in fucking things that, like, you know, you get all fingerprints on it and stuff like that. These cases I like. I honestly would have liked 4K boxes, but you know, what it is, right? Like, if you wanted to put these on the shelf, you could, but like putting it in as a box set, you can as well. But like, I like the fact that they snap into something, if that makes sense, because there's like a couple Blu-rays and 4Ks that I have that I'm not a fan on how they did that. And, you know, and yeah, here you go. Here's Afterlife, when the live actions really started to take a shit. Big time. Not that they weren't before, but, you know. And then I have a bunch of digital cards here. They did come with digital downloads as well. So I got the codes on there. Retribution. So nothing too crazy here, just basically just artwork. It's not like new artwork, obviously, but you know, the first time these things have been on 4K. And then here it is, the mighty shit turd of them all, with the, you know, Bat Balsam RE5 for no reason. The final chapter, aka the final clone. And so we have all them, and then this is a little booklet here. And it just goes down through some, like, the features. So there isn't any, like, new features on here. There's nothing new besides the transfer. So if you're looking for extras that you didn't get on the Blu-ray and DVD sets, sorry, you didn't really get, they didn't really have that, like, exclusive, you have to buy it, because it's really more so you've never seen the first 3 films in 4K. That's basically what you're getting out of this set. For me, I haven't seen any of them in 4K Ultra besides Final Chapter. Shout out to Joe. I watched the Final Chapter on his 4K Xbox before I had all the 4K stuff. They did say on this little sticker here that it's, you know, made for the PS5 4K. So I did watch Hot Fuzz in the 4K player, and it looked phenomenal on the PS5. So you bet your ass I'm going to be watching these on the PlayStation 5, on my 4K TV, my Sony TV. And I'll let you guys know what I think of it. I'm actually going to do a video on the history of Resident Evil home media releases for the movies, because I think it's very interesting to talk about all the releases. I mean, we've seen these movies released so many goddamn times, and now that we're on 4K, we're finally getting them. So, with all that being said, let's try to get these back in there now. There it is. I do like the packaging. I was really afraid of how I was going to get them and what shape they're going to be in and how the cases work. I didn't look up any, like, previous unboxing videos or anything like that. But I have a space on the shelf that I'll make for it, as far as my movie shelf, my media shelf. Yeah, that's about it for this collection update. And I appreciate all the love and support. Hit that thumbs up. And stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to be releasing some Village information, talk about the leaks. We got some stuff coming up tomorrow and the following couple of days into next week. So we got a bunch of stuff to cover for you guys, and I wanted to get another extra piece of content out for everyone. So appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next collection update. See ya.